Lads, welcome back to Fusion YGO. Today we're doing something different. We all know that I'm a fan of Orcust. And I've created a monster. I've created something that allows you to play a different strategy entirely. We are talking about what you voted for over on Twitter, so if you're not following the Twitter, link in the description. We're going to be doing Blind Second Orcust. Yeah, we got a lot of power cards up in here. And we are going to go through, show you guys every single card in the list, main, extra, and side, and let you guys tell me what you think in the description, in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe if you like it, and let's dive right in to the video, shall we? All right, lads. I am going to bring you the monstrosity that is Blind Second Orcust. So, how we did this, and by we I mean me, how I did this was I took my Machina Orcust list and I spiced it up with some going second cards, and I added some stuff and I took some stuff out. We've shaken it up a little bit, and this is the list that we've come up with. We is actually meaning some people on my team helped me come up with a couple of the card choices, and we're going to dive right into it, shall we? So, leading up this profile, this is going to be weird. We're going to start with the Orcust package, which is significantly smaller. One copy of Girsu. So Girsu is a good starter card, but it's better going first than it is going second in this build. In Mekk-Knight, this card's amazing going second because it's a normal summon that turns into a tuner that gives you access to Fibrax combos and things like that. So it's a really good card in Mekk-Knight. In Orcust, going second, it's a starter card, but it's the worst of your starter cards in a blind second build. But we surround that with 2 copies of Orcust Nightmare, our Flute. We've got 2 copies of Symbol Skeleton, Foolish Burial and Monster Reborn respectively. The DDR of the deck, which is 2 copies of World Wand. And then the honorary Orcust card, Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentine Skyblaster. And we surround all of that with 1 Orcust Babel, 1 Orchestrated Return, and 1 Orcust Crescendo. And that's going to do it for the Orcust package, so let's move this to the side, and let's go into the Machina package. And the Machina package is exactly the same. This hasn't changed at all. We have 1 Machina Citadel, we have 1 Machina Metal Cruncher, Yeet Cruncher as I call him, 1 copy of Megaform, 1 copy of Fortress, 1 copy of Irradiator, and triple copies of Machina Redeployment. Redeployment is your second starter card in the deck. We have a total of 10. So we're at 4 right now. So we have 3 Machina Redeployments. Next on our list is our Extenders, the Scrap package, specifically triple copies of Scrap Recycler, 1 copy of Scrap Golem. Okay, Recycler dumps everything, Golem you abuse, and then to give you the final round of Extenders, 1 copy of Jet Synchron, 1 copy of World Legacy Succession. This doesn't have to be Jet Synchron. This can be Mechaphana Beast O-Lion. This can be Christian Rosenix. This can be any extender. It just has to be a machine. That's the only thing, is it's a special summonable from the graveyard machine. Scrap Recycler, though, is your third. So what? It would be 5 through 7. Yeah, 5 through 7 of your starter cards, and then the rest of these are just extenders to help you move forward. Then on to the going second cards, and there is a doozy of them. 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I found Ash was perfect at 2. It just gave me the perfect number of hand traps in my opinion, along with other going second cards. So continuing the hand traps, we have to play the driver for the Psy-Frame package. So we got triple copies of Psy-Frame Gear Driver, Gamma, 3 copies of Gamma, and 1 copy of Driver. Gosh, I can't speak today. Which increases this to 5 hand traps. And then 6, 7, and 8 is Infinite Impermanence. All of these just help you going second to be able to pick apart your opponent's board. There's a lot more going second cards in the side deck, which we'll see. But in the main deck as well, we run triple copies of Dark Ruler No More. Yep, remaining Dark Ruler No More because we want to go second. And this is why. For the final 3 of the starter cards, this card is insane. triple copies of Urgent Schedule. Urgent Schedule will let you summon Scrap Recycler and Machina Citadel from your deck for free. As long as your opponent controls more monsters than you, which is pretty easy to accomplish. And you can activate this first, forcing a negation, and then if you have Gamma in hand, because this is active, you can still Gamma them, and it will resolve because you've met the activation requirements on the time of activation. So you can force a negation early, and you can use your Gamma still alongside it. Or you can use your Infinite Impermanence, and then when they try to stop Infinite Impermanence, you can Gamma. So if you open this plus those two cards, like, you can just do some crazy stuff. Or you can just Dark Ruler no more, and then instead of just OTKing them, you break apart their board and force them to recover through multiple interruptions, like you went first. And they did. So they've used resources already, which is pretty crazy. And that's going to do it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. 2 copies of Galatea. Galatea is Bea. Galatea is amazing. It is so important in the deck, but 2 is the perfect number. We got 2 copies of Dingirsu, the Orcust of the Evening Star. This card is part of your combo. In your main combo, you'll end up popping for upwards of 5 cards on your opponent's side of the field, just naturally, if you pull off any of the major combos. The minor combo with Girsu is just I gotta get a board state. And if you go first, then this card is really good. Okay, so that's gonna do those 2. Then we got Long Girsu and Orcustrian. This is important because, where is it? Urgent Schedule. This card locks you into only being allowed to attack with machine-type monsters. Orcustrian is a big old boy machine. And if you target it with Citadel, if you make the board state this, and then let me pull Citadel out real fast. Citadel. So you have Citadel in a zone that Orcustrian points to. You can use Citadel's effect to target Orcustrian. It can be targeted, but it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So you can use Machina Citadel, target Orcustrian. It will attempt to destroy, fail, and blow up your opponent's field with all monsters less than 3,000 attack, which is absolute insanity. Next up, after those, so that's your Orcust lineup. Yep, we're running 6 Orcust cards, which is different. We have Link Karibo, which is necessary for Girsu. Scrap Wyvern, which is part of the combo, obviously. This will deal with 1 card, then Dingirsu deals with a second, so then 1 IP Masquerena. This is when you're going. So these next 2 are for going first. IP and Union Carrier are really good going first. You'll see why in the side deck. Then 1 Lib. This deals with another card. So you've now heard 3 cards naturally in the combo that deal with cards on your opponent's field. Isn't that crazy? So you have three cards throughout your combo from your extra deck specifically that just deal with the field, and then on top of that you have Citadel that will naturally deal with stuff. So, and it gets you World Legacy Succession, which lets you abuse the Orcust cards. Topologic Trispania. This is here for back row decks. Going first against them, like if you play against a back row deck and you were like, oh well, they've set like 65 back row and I can't beat them. All right, going first, when you side in to go first, you'll go, okay, I'll make Trispania and pass, and they can't deal with it because it just banishes their back row, which is crazy. And then your Link Force, Topologic Bomber Dragon. This card is just really good at keeping things off the field, and it abuses things. Like if you're going first and you know that they have to play the Halki-Fibrax combo to go off or whatever, this just says any monster special summon to a zone a Link monster points to. You take out 3 zones on their field if they need Halki-Fibrax, which is insane. 1 copy of Zeraboros. This is your grind game champion. This card will win you games out of nowhere. It'll RKO your opponent. And finally, Access Code Talker. Yep, Access Code Talker will just help you deal with stuff going first, second, whatever. It's just a really powerful card that can deal with threats on the field. Okay, now, onto the side deck. Here comes the spice. Starting off, we've got 1 copy of Dino Wrestler Pankratops. These are just going second cards, additional going second cards, or cards that are really good against specific matchups. So Continuing the going second cards, we have 1 copy of Triple Tactics Talents. You could main this card, honestly. You could cut Jet Synchron, honestly, out of the main for if you're trying to blind first, and you could side Jet Synchron and put this in the main. You only need 1. It's just a draw card, typically, but you can also use it as like a mind control or something like that, which is really powerful, which is why it's in the going second. Triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, because it's Cosmic Cyclone. You gotta have, if you have Lightning Storms, Lightning Storm is better, but I don't, so I'm going with Cosmic. 2 copies of Evenly Matched. And that's it for your going second cards for your side deck. So these are just what you side in if you're going second and you know what kind of matchup you're dealing with. Now for your going first cards, 1 copy of Buster Whelp, or Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, because the card's crazy. Locking your opponent out of the extra deck is just fun. 2 copies of Girsu. This is, so if you're going first and you know you're going first, essentially Urgent Schedule and Dark Ruler No More are coming out, right? And probably Gamma. So if you're taking Gamma, Dark Ruler, and Urgent Schedule out, you need a bunch of cards that can come in. So 3, 6, Called by the Graves, 2 deck lockdowns. And then if you're going against back row decks and you're going first, Cosmic Cyclones can come in. Triple Tactics Talents can come in, because it's never a bad draw. So these cards will basically supplement out for Urgent Schedule, for the Gamma Driver. So you have what, 3, 6, 9, 10 cards that you can take out of your deck naturally to go first. You've got 8 of them here, and then you just put in 2 Cosmic Cyclones or whatever, and this will just lock your opponent out of the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be my blind second Orcust deck profile. As you can tell, I've put a little bit of time into this deck. I really enjoy this deck. It is my favorite deck to play, and that's the list. I hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to Abyss Actors as soon as I can get the deck profile together. That will be a person on the team, as well as the update to Goki. All will be coming soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. We will be having our weekly discussion video coming soon, and we'll see you guys soon. Until then, good fun. Have luck.